Yeah, thank you for waiting for some time, Vijay. We'll continue with the same. Let him join later. So, last few classes we have learned about relations, how many relationships are there, and we have done with lookup relationship and master detail relationship. Do we have any doubts on that, Vijay, as of now?
No, no, Ramesh.
Yeah, okay. So,
Yeah.
are you able to see my screen now?
Yeah.
So, just have a look on this. A
Mhm.
difference between lookup and master detail. So why do we have different types of relationships? Now we can understand. Coming to lookup, we can create 40 lookup fields allowed per object. Per object, not entire for application. Per object, we can create 40 lookups, and that too, we know that it's not strong as much as master detail relationship. Coming to MDR, we can create only two MDR per object. The all this we have getting information from Salesforce side. As we have Salesforce is a multi-tenant architecture, they'll be giving some limitations for each and every module. So those things we can call as governor limits. We can discuss that module in development part. So as of now, I'm just explaining difference between lookup and master detail. So in case if you have if you are getting any question from somebody else, what are the governor limits and all, you can tell them per module we have different modules. Sorry, different governor limits in Salesforce. I'll tell you in the future topic that. And coming
Mhm.
to lookup fields are not required, and MDR.
Excuse me. Are you recording?
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Go.
we have seen in Salesforce practically, though we have lookup relationship, if we are not entering that particular field, we can save the record. But same thing, when we are creating master detail relationship, without filling that particular field in Salesforce, we'll not able to create the record while coming to MDR. And lookup, when a parent is deleted, child is not deleting into lookup. But MDR, if you are deleting parent record, child record also will be deleted. And object owner has sorry, in lookup relationship you can see owner field. In MDR we can't see owner field, and doesn't allow roll up summary fields in lookup. And roll up summary fields we can allow only in master data relationship. Now we can see what is roll up summary in what MDR. Let me enter into Salesforce environment. So we have done with MDR between companies and employees list. Here I just want to tell you one more information. So I'm going to employees list and clicking on record number 25. So in record number 25, I'm clicking on edit again. So when we are clicking on editing, what we can do it. Can I have answer please from your side? So
Yeah.
when we click on edit, what we can do? We can edit
Edit.
all the fields, right? But
Yes.
just remember, just see here, employees list we are unable to edit, company name we are unable to edit. Any reason?
Mm, Those are lookup. Those are connected with the lookup master details.
Okay, there you are. So we have student and teacher. So here I'll click on teachers. If I edit, here I'm getting it right. This is also having relationship.
But it is the parent. I think this is the parent record, right?
No, it's a child record
Teacher.
only.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So same thing
But it is
happening
not
here.
linked to the masters.
I'm not getting you, Vidya.
That is not linked up to the master.
Yeah,
Master.
this is lookup. Your answer is 50% of answer is perfect, but let me explain why it is not coming. So in MDR, these two fields we are unable to edit: company name and employees list. As we discussed, compare with lookup, MDR is very strong relationship. So that is the reason whichever field we have MDR, we can't edit, but we can do it by having one option, reparenting option. We can see that. And why employees list name is not able to edit means this is standard field. While we are creating object itself, we gave last name, sorry, employees list name. So I said, unfortunately, I gave name here. I should have give number here. We discussed last class itself. So now we can see how reparenting option will work. So for that, again, we should go to custom field. I mean, view fields. Can you please guide me? Just think for 1 minute. I'm your junior. I don't know where I need to go for fields and relationships. Can you please guide me? Where can I go?
Peace and relationships. Can you go for the force.com
Yeah, very good.
and you can see the views?
Yeah, exactly. Good observation, Vijay. And so here you can see all the fields. And so now we need master data relationship lookup relationship field. So here just click on edit. So sorry, I'm sorry, not on this. Just click on this. See here, there is an option called as reparentable master details. So just click on edit, allow reparenting. If you click on this option, then we can change the company name also. So I'm just giving save. Now I'm going back to record number 25 again. So earlier delete option was we are unable to edit. Now we can see
Yes.
here.
Okay. Yeah.
So this one we can call it as a reparenting option. Whenever you are attending the interview while coming to relationships, you might be getting this kind of questions as well while coming to reparenting option. Okay,
Okay.
so this is called as a reparenting. And now, just now we discussed we can able to do it roll up summary fields in MDR. We can't do it in lookup. Why it is I can will discuss now. Roll up summary fields in the sense we have four kinds of things in roll up summary: minimum, maximum, count, and sum. That means, in case coming to companies, here just click on Wipro. How can we know that how many employees are there in Wipro?
Mm,
Here we can
you
see
can
employees list. So here we can see the number up to 7.
go with 7 up to 7. Okay.
Okay. And how can we know maximum expense? I mean, who is the tenure employee in the Wipro? So to know this kind of informations, we can go with the roll-up summary in MDR. Let me show you how it will works. So I'm going to companies field. As usual, here I'm clicking on view fields, and as usual go to custom fields. And here we are going in data type. In data type itself, we can see one data type called as roll-up summary. So I'm just giving
You
clicking
don't.
on, click on next. So now in companies, we have this information, right? Company name, location, annual revenue, and created by. So now I want to see maximum experience of employee in the organization. So what I can do is here max experience employee. maximum expense of employee I'm giving, and just giving next. Here you can see which kind of roll up summary we require, means we can give here count. Either we can give employee count, or else we can give total amount of total salaries amount of employees in the organization. See, for example, uh, let me think in that way. I'm the HR of Wipro. So
Mm-hmm.
now I just want to have one look in a month, sorry, in a year, what are the salaries we are giving to the employees. I just want to have one look on that. So that time I'll go with some, I'll go with some, and here I'll give employee salaries. That means I'll be getting entire employee salaries, but here in employees list will go there, but whichever field we have created, in that field only we'll be getting it. So if you want to get different types of roll up summary fields, we need to have different types of fields. So now I'm giving maximum experience. So here, okay, I give and click on next. Okay, moment, I forgot to give click on visible for all the profiles. So now again I'm going to companies. I'm just giving refresh. See here, maximum expense of employees 10.5. So that means in Wipro we have tenure, Wipro tenure is 10.5 years of expense in employees. I mean, one employee has a 10.5 expense maximum in Wipro. So if you want to go with another company, just click on TCS. TCS has only 5.2 years tenured employees, and
We no need to give the each and every company. Just we are giving to the one company, and it will come to the. It will applies to the every company.
yeah, it will be applies to every company. So
Okay.
what we are doing is we are just creating one roll up summary. So
Okay.
in that we are
Okay.
creating one field. In that field it is displaying. But here what I'm
Okay.
saying is, if you want to know everything, I mean, count of employees, maximum expense of employees, total salary of employees, and minimum expense
Mhm.
of employee. If you want to see this, we need to create more fields. So now we can understand very easily maximum expense
Mhm.
of employee. So here, to make you to get confused, I am giving another option here. Edit. Sorry. So here maximum count is showing like this. So I'll give count.
Count how many employees in the company.
No, sum I'm giving.
Okay.
See, it is coming 48.1. How 48.1 is coming in the sense it is calculating entire employees experience.
Okay.
Here,
All the
yes,
employees.
here
All
field
the
field is correct. Field is correct, but roll up summary option I gave wrongly.
okay. Okay. Got it.
Got it? So give me a
Yeah.
minute. I'll change it once again, because in case if you want to do something, it will be a problem for us. Give me a minute.
Nice.
So in case if you want to see a minimum, you can click on minimum. But thing is, we should have different fields here. If I gave this option, whichever field we gave, in that only it will be displayed.
But it not shows to the it's not a it is a error or
No,
anything
it
like
not
that.
shows either it is wrong or not. It not shows. We need to identify it.
Okay.
So because while coming into field name, we gave it as a maximum experience, but in the numbering, it is coming minimum in the sense that will be our problem. It will be create unnecessary issues in the organization. So while you are creating roll up summary,
No,
just what Vijay? Hello, I'm not getting you.
same thing. No,
Uh,
no. When we go to and do the same thing in the lightning,
yes,
same.
it will be the same in
It's not
lightning as
showing
well.
the error.
No, it not it will be the same in lightning as well.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so these are the things in roll up summary we can see. So for your understanding, I can show you once again one more thing. So here I just want to show employees count in the
Mm-hmm.
organization. 1 minute. Here I didn't change the customer sorry field name here. So here is showing a maximum experience of employee, but it is showing count. See here,
Yeah,
but I haven't
probably.
changed the field name here. Let me change it.
Just it's not
So that
allowed.
the horizontal value exceeds
Okay.
one.
Automatic.
No, that parameter is not entering here. So we can create another field also. Can we do it or did you understand here? Let me show you for your understanding one more thing.
No, no, we'll do the homework. Mm.
Okay, while you're doing practicing, you can do it, Vijay, because this will be there is no issue in this, but you can understand very easily while you're creating roll-up summary. So there, in interview also will be getting few questionings like what are the things we'll be getting in roll-up summary. Types of
Okay.
roll-up summary: count, minimum, maximum, sum. Only four fields will be there. Why I'm saying this? In triggers also we can use this option, and process flow also we can do this option. Roll-up summary. Those are those all are our future topics.
Okay.
And what type of fields we can have in the field aggregate? Aggregate field in the sense only this kind of things: number, currency, date and time. Only this will be aggregate fields. And LR will be having 40. Okay, so just now we have discussed this. From 2016 release, default limit roll-up summary is 40. As of earlier, it was count was very less. It was 20, I believe, till 2016. Now they have increased till 40.
Okay.
So this is all about roll-up, MDR and lookup. Yeah. So any doubts about this as of now? So we have done with
Mm.
the reparenting and roll up summary.
No, sir.
We can discuss few more thing and one more thing. So we can call it as a one-to-one relationship and one-to-many relationships lookup and MDR. But rarely we can use those words. Maximum lookup and MDR only we can tell. Now one-to-one completed, one-to-many completed. So coming to many relationships. Now let me have a small story to explain clearly. So if I want to go to just think I'm in some other country. If I want to go to India, I need to book a flight ticket to India. From there, I need to go to my native. So now we can see. So just think I'm in US now. Now I want to go to Hyderabad from US to Hyderabad. So when I tried to go to Hyderabad through flight, I haven't found single flight from USA to Hyderabad. So what could be the alternative option?
We have connecting flights.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll go to Delhi first, connecting flight.
Yeah, Delhi to
From
Hyderabad.
from there we'll go to Hyderabad. So this is how we'll do connectivity, right? So here, what is the midpoint from USA to Hyderabad? Delhi. So that means
Delhi.
Delhi will be the center point for not only between USA and Hyderabad, it will be center point for many countries and many cities. So while we have different types of objects, take example like manufacturing unit and dealership owners. In manufacturing unit, they may manufacture different kinds of product like TV, fridge, laptops, PCs, etc., etc. This is manufacturing unit. And coming to dealers will be having different dealers in different cities. Okay, from
Okay.
a single manufacturing unit, they'll be having different products, but from there they'll be distributing to different centers in different cities. So now, if
Okay.
you want to make it one structure, from which product it is going to from to which dealership owner and which city, etc., etc. If you want to know that, we'll make it as one junction object like this. So
Okay.
now I'll will discuss once again. See, for example, now I'm an employee in one organization. So as an employee, I know three technologies: Salesforce
Okay.
and Java and SAP. So while I'm having three technical knowledge, can I work only for one project? Company will ask
No,
me to
nowadays.
work for several projects. So
Yes.
getting one salary, I'm working for different several projects. And same way,
Yes.
my project manager also, he's taking care of multiple projects.
Okay.
And same way, a company has different projects. Though I'm working for one company has multiple projects and they have multiple employees working in multiple projects. So that time to identify these scenarios, we'll go with junction object. Now we can see in this way. Now you know how to create lookup and MDR. So coming to this junction object, what we have to do? I gave hint to you, and you know how to create relationships. Now, please guide me. How can I do it? Junction object.
Mm, function object. Okay. Consultant and project company.
Okay.
Mm, okay. Then
We'll have just 1 minute time. In that 1 minute time, just think how can we do it.
uh,
7:57, 7:58. I'll give the answer.
junction to projects.
I'm sorry.
Junction to projects.
Okay.
Junction means a company. The company has so many projects.
Okay.
Then in the project, so many consultants will work.
Okay. That means junction to a project. Okay. Relationship I have done.
Okay. Projects to
Again,
consultants.
can I do it from
And
projects to?
we want one more. Mm, what I can say? One more dealer or anybody projects
Okay.
because the junction is the IBM. The projects are some companies.
Okay.
This is the
A very good
middle.
observation, Vijaya. Let me explain. A very good observation. So now what we'll do is we'll create one object. Okay, how we can will create object, that is normal way only we'll do the we'll create the object, and for that we'll make it one name. So that name we'll call it as a junction object. That's it. How we'll call it as a standard object, custom object, like that we'll call it as a junction object. That's it. Once we creating the junction object, what we'll do is we'll make one relationship between consultants to junction object, and same way we'll not do it from junction object to projects. Same thing,
Okay.
we'll make it another relationship between projects to junction object. Got it. For connecting flight, from we'll go to consultant to junction object, and junction object to process will go to connect in connecting flight. But coming to junction object, what we'll do is we'll make two relationships. One is between consultant and junction object, another one is projects between junction object. So this is how we'll make it. So now we'll entering into Salesforce environment. So here I have consultants and projects objects already. So while coming to
Mhm.
consultants, how many fields are there? Consultant name, it's a standard field. I'll give it as start date. I'm giving today's date. End date, I'm giving it as 1 year. And priority low because we have 1 year time. Status in progress. Start date 20th, end date 21. Tomorrow only end date. So for this, I can give high priority. Status in progress. And projects. Oh shit! I'm really sorry. I've done consult name different. In consultant object has to come project name, employee ID, and etc. etc.
Okay.
But in consultant's name I have done this. I'm really sorry. While you're doing it, you can just change it.
Mhm.
Or else let me give me a minute. I'll change the object name.
Okay.
Are you getting it, Vijay? What I'm doing it?
Mm-hmm.
Are you
Yeah,
getting what I'm doing it?
yeah. You're changing the project name
Yes,
and
yes.
you put
I
the
wrongly gave it as employee name there.
between project one and project. Both are same, right? Project one is the company
No,
name.
no, no,
Project is the
no,
project.
no. Projects one. Again, I'll change object name now. Give me a minute.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Because if I do this same thing at a time, it won't be changed.
Consultants.
So again, I'll go to objects here.
Okay.
Projects one here. I need to change the name it as
Mm.
consultants.
Yes.
Yes, done. Now we can get it. So in project we have PhonePe, Paytm, Airtel, and consultant we don't have any records. We can have consultant name, employee ID, employee ID, email, mobile number, job title. So technology I haven't included here, but for your understanding, I'll create technology once again.
Mhm.
I'm in village actually. Here I'm not getting a tower signal exactly. 1 minute.
The weekend also you're staying there?
I'm sorry.
In the weekend also you're staying there?
No, Monday I'll be in Chennai here. So tomorrow night
One.
I'll be starting it.
Okay. That means Sunday. Okay.
Only today and tomorrow.
Okay.
Actually, it's a planned. Before starting the batch itself, I planned it.
Yeah, just I think he said I'm first day also I confused. Today is tomorrow is not no class means that day is same for me.
Okay.
So I
No,
confused that.
before starting the class itself, I told him.
Yeah, you told me, but you put 18 and 19. But when you are in 19, I'm in still 18, right?
Okay, okay.
18th evening. So
So now I'm creating a few records in consultant.
it's
Okay. So now we have three records. Three records, three different people when they're having three different technologies. So now
okay.
three different technology people will be work only for one project. So for only one project, I'm making junction object now. So while you're doing practicing, you can create more fields and more records. So then only you can understand how junction object
In
will work.
in one company?
Yeah, in one company also we can do it.
Okay.
And now, so for junction object, can you please guide me how can I do it? Object?
Object.
Yes,
Mm, Setup.
exactly. Give me a minute. Setup.
Uh,
Oh,
Home.
wait, Vijay, 1 minute. We'll do it in Lightning this one.
Okay.
Now guide me. How can I do it? Object creation in Lightning.
Setup home. Create.
Create.
Okay. Custom object.
See, while we are in Classic, what is the first step to create object? We'll go to setup.
Setup.
Okay, here in Lightning you haven't entered in setup.
Yes.
So this is a
Because
gear.
the
This is a gear icon. Here you can find setup, but we are already
mm,
in setup. So here, if you
yeah.
click on object manager, also you can go. But for your understanding, I'm showing it from step one in Lightning. So this is a gear icon. Just click on here. Click on setup. Then you will be getting this page, and click on object here, object manager. Here you can be getting create. While you're click
Yes.
on object manager, here you can get all the objects including standard and custom object. Here you can create custom object, and remaining all options will be as usual. So what I'm doing is junction object. I'm giving JO, and uh, I'm giving junction object consultants. Here this one you can change it as per your project requirement. As of now I'm leaving it just like that. See,
Okay. Okay.
if you're not selecting the style also, no issues. I'm just namesake I'm giving the select option over there. Now junction object has been created. Here we can see, just here, refresh. This is a gear icon. Or else here you can just type it SU Text Solutions Lightning. Just click on it.
Project consultant employee list.
Give me a minute, somewhere we have done. Yes. In case if you are not getting this one, just click on this, then you'll be getting options here.
Okay.
So junction object consultants, we got it. So here we need to create field types. I mean, uh, field types in the sense custom fields how we
Fill.
are creating in Classic. This one we can create in Lightning. So second option what we are doing is, first step is we have created junction object. Now second option is we are making one relationship between consultants to junction object, and another relationship between project to junction object. So now ball is in your court. What is the second option? How can we do it? We have done with junction object. So how to create relationship between consultant and junction object?
When we were creating, we have any option for this?
Very good. So here, uh, choice is yours. You can go with either lookup or MDR. But compared with lookup, MDR will be very strong. So do it MDR between consultant and junction object. So what is the navigation part to create MDR in Lightning? This is a field relationship. And if you want to create any field here, click on new. If you click on
Okay.
new, you'll be getting data type form here. In data type form, here you can click on master data relationship, click on next.
Next.
Related to which field? Consultants. Field name, I'm giving consultant only. Just click on save. So one type we have done, that is MDR, consultant name in junction object. And another one, we need to create one more MDR between junction object and projects. Now guide me, how can I do it MDR?
New.
New. Master data
Master dependence
next.
relationship. Next.
Here
And uh, we did already consultants.
consultant we have already done, so project.
Project.
That's it. Now we have done with junction object and we have done with relationships between three objects. Now we
Three
can see
objects.
how to create records with junction object.
Okay.
So I'm clicking on junction object, new. So here we'll create one project name, separate project name. So
Mhm.
project name is multitask one. This is not consultant name. Project name. What instead of project consultant name, I gave it as a consultant name, but I'm just missed it to change the name there. So multitask
Okay.
one in this project, consultant
We have three employees.
Sham working,
Which project? Sa-
and earlier he was into Paytm. Now he's working multitask project as well.
Okay.
Multitask two. Here again I'm taking Sham, and he's also
Hmm.
working for Airtel. It is
Okay.
taking now. Got it?
Okay. Yeah,
Earlier,
got it.
while you are doing lookup or master detail, you need to give either only one record to match or to give relationship. But here, same consultant, he's working for two projects with same
Okay.
technology.
Then when we are looking for one project, that guy is Sham, right?
Yes,
Then when we search for his record, it shows
two
two.
projects it will shows.
Okay.
Let me show you. One minute. Here I have one doubt. So how can you how can you know that this guy is working for two projects? Where we can check?
Mhm.
I'm
Mm,
your junior, so I'm asking you. So where we can check?
projects.
Okay,
We can go on projects and we can check who is there.
just think.
Multitask. Four.
Just think. Uh, 10 more seconds. Simple. Wherever you created MDR, go to that object, and if you click on that particular record, it shows under that record how many employees are there or how many consultants are there in the project. See here. Go to, I'm
Attention.
clicking on attention
Attention.
object consultant. I'm clicking on
Component.
multitask 3 here.
Okay.
So Vivek and PhonePe is coming. But related list, click on related list here. Nothing is there. 1 minute.
Look for the Sham. Yeah.
1 minute. See here.
He's looking. He is working with three
So
projects.
yes,
Multi four, five. Okay.
and I'm going to Ram. We haven't assigned any project, so no job consultants here.
Okay.
So this is how many to many relationships we can do it. So while you are doing, while you are creating junction object, just go with many fields and many employees, so that we can understand very easily. So you can create many to many relationships records.
Okay.
Okay. So any doubts on this as of now?
No, no. When we go for the trial
Yeah.
session,
Okay.
then they
Yeah.
will
Sure. Sure.
come.
Please do that. And we have two more relationships there: hierarchy
And
relationships and self relationships. Self relationship is very easy. Hierarchy relationship I can explain you while we are creating users. If I tell you,
okay.
you may get confused. For self relationship, I'll give you one small example. So I'm your friend. So you are already working on big organization. I have experience, but I don't have. Currently, I'm in idle. I'm not getting any job. I have 5 years of experience, and there is a requirement in your organization. So if I directly go to organization, maybe I may get reject. So I'm taking your help. So I asked you to
Mm-hmm.
give reference in your organization. So you gave a reference to me and you spoke to your project manager. Somehow I got the job. I'm also working with you in your organization in some other project. So now here we can do it self relationship. That means because of one person I have entered into the organization. That for example, if I have any employee information here, just we'll enter into employee information tab. Here employee list. Okay. Here employee list we have.
Mm-hmm.
So here we can see employee name, salary, expense in years, email of employee and company. So here if I give any another record name as a reference by or referred by, that time within these records are there, right? So we have
Yes.
25 30 to 25 to 30 records here. Out of 25 to 30 records we have few names, right? In that one person gave reference. Just think, uh, 12th record, who is the record owner? Sorry, Shivam Mavi. Okay, go to another name. 29. So Revati.
Mm-hmm.
If Revati will give the reference to me, if something goes wrong in the organization after 1 month, they'll check the information, either how he got selected, either he got through reference or through consultancy.
Okay.
So that time, if they have self relationship, then they can understand who gave the reference to this employee. Let me show you in that. So now I need your help again. In employees list object, I want to create one field called as referred by or reference by. So
New.
if where I need to go, new in the sense here new.
You,
If I
you're
need
asking for
to
that particular
no to create new field in employees list.
employees list. Then mm,
I'll give you one small tip. As usual, first thing we need to go to setup. Where is setup here?
the settings icon.
Yes, exactly. So click on setup. Next,
Yeah, it's done. Create
create.
custom object.
Okay.
No.
What is the requirement? What you are doing?
Field, right? You're
Yes.
asking for the
If
field.
I create
No,
a
no,
object, how can I create field in particular object?
no, no,
So
no, no.
click on here object manager.
Object manager, yes.
Here search for your object employee.
Employee.
Yes. Here employee list is there. Click on that.
Yes.
So you have entered in object. So if you once you enter in object left side, you'll be getting all the information related to this object. So click on
Fields and
fields. Here I'm giving new
new.
option called as lookup relationship. Next to again employee list only I'm giving it.
Mm-hmm.
Field label. Here I'm giving referred by.
Employee. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. Okay.
7. That's it. It's done. So now I'm going back to this field. So 29 Revati, in which organization she is working? Relay disease. So I'll create new one now here. So employee name you can give
Fine.
email of employee. I'm not giving here.
Company. Mm-hmm. It's not selected, I think.
No, field name is not coming here. Yes, now it's coming. I haven't gave refresh there. Email of employee I'm not giving
Mm-hmm.
because we haven't made that one as a required field. So if you're not selecting also it will work.
Okay.
Company name priorities I have selected and now here referred by
Arrival. 29.
29. Save. So here, just think this particular person, Saurav, he put as some fake he provided, he gave some fake documents to HR and etc. So some after 1 month, somehow they found. Later, they realized that they got referred by this record. So they'll
Yes.
take action against this employee as well. So this is called as self relationship. So we have done with 4 relationships now. So I just want to give one more simple option for you. So now you know how to create object, how to create fields, how to create relationships, right? So
Yes.
in one way only, you know all these things. But there is another way to create object, to create fields, to create records, relationships, etc., etc. By clicking one single option to do all these things, we can click only single option that is called as schema builder.
Yeah.
We'll see how schema builder will work. See here, you can see schema builder option here. There are two
Mm-hmm.
ways to identify schema builder. So first, let me show you in Classic.
Okay.
So as a new employee in the organization, you don't know anything about your project. So to you just want to identify how many objects are there, what are the objects are there, what are the what are the relationships they're having between the objects. You just want to know that. So that time by schema builder you can understand all these things. So to get schema builder, go to setup. In quick find bar, just type as schema.
Project.
Yes, here schema builder.
Mhm.
Once you enter this, you'll get this form like this. So I'm just giving clear all. So now being as a new employee, I just want to know difference what are the bonding has between employee list and company. So employee list and company. So now here in objects I'll go, and here I'll type it as employee list. I've selected. See here in employee list there is a relationship. Got it? You can find one line here.
Yes, company.
Okay.
Okay.
In employee list there is one relationship, and same way I'm just removing company.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Somewhere, but yes, here it is.
No,
See here, you can see from company to employee list, you can see one relationship, and employees list to employee list there is a one relationship. Here for lookup there is a blue line, and for MDR there is a orange line. So there is a red line, and one more. In these two, how can we find out parent account or child account? See, now here there is no clip like three lines. If there is a three lines here, right? That one we
mm-hmm.
can call as a child record, and this will
Okay.
be as parent. That means company only when one company will be there. In that company 100 employees are there. So in this way you can identify company will be the parent, employees will be the child. So in this way you can get it how many what are the relationships are there between the objects in schema builder. Okay.
Okay.
And coming to elements, if you want to create any object or any data type or any fields, we can do it in the schema builder itself. So can we continue? Either there will be heavy workload today. I mean,
I'm okay, Ram.
yeah, okay, done. So here, if you want to create any new object, just
Mm-hmm.
drag it here.
Oh,
Just drag it here. Then you can create all objects. I mean, whichever you want to create object, you can create here directly. You need not to go with all those steps.
okay.
Okay.
The red ones are compulsory ones, right?
Yes, these are
Mandatory.
yes compulsory. Those fields, record name, etc., etc. But here thing is, you need to manually enter type it everything. Automatically, it will not take it. So record name, everything. So let me show you. Yes, it's coming. Now it's coming. Earlier it was not coming. Data type you can give auto number. In this way you can create. And this is one way. In case in employees list, I want to add one more field. Like, can I have any field in employees list? Can I have your session? We have done company created employee of email of
ID?
employee name. What?
ID? Employee ID?
Employee ID. Yeah,
Nothing
it
is
is
there.
not there. So employee ID will be number, right? So
Number.
a number or text we will give.
Text.
So I'm clicking on text and just drag it in this object. Now in this object we'll create employee ID.
Employee
Length I'm giving 10.
ID.
I make it as required.
Okay.
See, can you see employee ID is there or not?
Yes. First one.
Yeah, here it is there. And now I'm going to classic again. I'm giving refresh employees list. I'm just creating new. See employee ID.
Yes. Mandatory.
It's coming now. So in schema builder, whichever we have learned last 3 days, everything you can do it in schema builder. I'm really
Sure.
sorry, guys. I don't have a chart here. Can we wind up today?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'll share this record before 4 o'clock. I mean, by EOD, I'll share the record.
Okay. Any homeworks now?
You can create a few more. I mean, you can create one many-to-many relationship by creating many fields so that you can understand. If you have any doubt, you can reach me on my number.
Sure.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.